To our esteemed subscribers, today we are here at Nakuru County, Kenya to host a new farmer, Mr. Karugu. He will tell us his story, how his journey has been into poultry farming, right from retirement and even quitting his own rental business to poultry farming. He has quite a number of birds. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. More videos to be coming every day, every week.
Yeah, these are the layers. We bought them in December 2018. They started laying on May 20th, 2019. They have laid for about 1 year and a half. And as of yesterday's count, they laid at 89 point something %. So to us, they are still doing okay. And we hope they will continue laying for maybe another 5 months or so. So if we can take them to 1.5 years, that's good enough for us. There's one lot some years back we were able to push for 2 years. I'm Kenya Karugu. I'm a poultry farmer in Nakuru Teachers, Nakuru County, Menegai Ward. I joined poultry farming, or rather I joined my wife who was doing the business earlier on when I was in gainful employment, and she used to do 200 broilers in a small room that I later realized wasn't even suitable for the kind of job she was doing. So when I left employment, we expanded on the same. We had the tenants, because while I was working, I thought they were okay. But when I realized that I no longer have a salary, and the kind of money they are paying me, and how they are paying me, was causing us a lot of stress. While we didn't really kick them out, but somehow we parted ways and we converted those rooms into broiler houses. That's where we keep our broilers. We built other chicken houses for the layers. So we have grown from where Mama Karugu used to have 200 broilers to a state where to date we have 2 houses having layers, each having 400. Of course, due to mortality, they are in one house. Is the older house we have 395. While in the younger house, we have 382. So, in the older house, the chicken have laid for more than a year now, because they started laying on May 20th, 2019. And I expect they will go to build 1.5 years, because as of yesterday's figures, they laid something like 89%. So 89 to me is quite good, because you realize you make, let's say they barely feed themselves when they go to say 65%. So at 89 we hope to push them up to maybe 1.5 years, so that the new girls will have picked, so that we don't lose our market. We like to have that continuity, so that when a customer moves because you don't have eggs, getting them back becomes a problem. So we try to manage our farm in such a way that by the time the new lot has laid, say for 6 months, we are getting rid of the old lot, and we bring new chicks almost immediately, so that there is always that overlap. We always have eggs. When I started the farm, we used to have an employee or employees who we realized were not doing a good job. They could take so much time before they could give the chicken, wash the drinkers and all that. So with my engineering background, I think that's how I came to think of putting up my own automated drinkers, where I use plastic gutters, like the ones you use for harvesting rainwater. I've improvised, I've used the cistern system like we use in toilets, so that with the proper adjustment, only a few drops of water drop at a time, and after a chicken drinks the water. So it's kind of controlled. The amount of water being taken is the same amount coming in. It is using gravity, so we don't have to pump in water. We cut on the cost of using the automated drinkers from the factory, where you have to pump water to an upper tank and all that. So ours, after we installed, that was it. As for feeding, as for the feeders, over the years I've attended so many seminars, and you place your feeders at the height of the shoulder of the chicken so that you avoid the spillage. The feeders, when they are at that height, they don't spill, and again our chicken are debeaked. The challenges facing poultry farmers are many. They are legion actually, but mostly the one that really finishes farmers is the market, because the market is not, it's not what you can say is predictable. Today you have a shortage of seed broilers, a shortage of eggs. Everybody is calling you, people you don't know, they want eggs, they want broilers. Then in a week or so, there is a jam. When you are employed, I've come to realize, now I'm a junior elder, I've come to realize when you are employed, you are kind of in a comfort zone, and you'll find somebody who says, bora pay slip inakuja. You tend to have that sense of entitlement. It's like you are employed forever, your children will be employed, they will come and be employed there. And by the way, it used to happen when we were newly employed. There was those who are retiring, we could see their daughters, their sons coming in. But it's a fact. Your children may not even be into engineering like I was. They could be artists or anything else. So however much you may want them to inherit the job, one, the employer may not be ready to take them up, or they may also not want to do that job. But in poultry farming, if as farmers, we make our families also own the business, let them have the same passion, not necessarily at the same level, but let them have passion for what you are doing. Even if you are not there, the family tradition would still go on. So in our case, what we have done here, I only took over the management of Mama Karugu's small farm, where she was farming 200 broilers. Now we are in the range of about roughly 1,600. And we hope to expand more. So she is also proudly, she does not say my husband does. She usually say we do. We have broilers. She does not say mzee ako na kuku. It's we have cuckoos. So our children also, we have involved them. Our eldest son is working outside the country, and when he asked me about what could he invest in, I sold the idea to him where he can have poultry business. You know, the other option would have been he have some funny business in Nairobi, because that's where his family is. His wife and kid are in Nairobi. They could equally have started a small business in Nairobi, because she's also employed there. But I sold the idea of poultry to him, and he accepted, and we are in business now. We do half. And his younger brother, who finished college the other day, he has not been gainfully employed yet. We thought as a way of making him also own the business, so that if, let's say, me and the mom are not allowed, he does not feel that he's doing something for somebody else. I gave him some capital. I put him in one broiler project. His brother gave him some capital in another, because we usually have two broilers. So he have shares in one and shares in the other. So using our spreadsheet, it calculates for us. We know, let's say for project A, after we have sold everything as a profit, we can say using your investment, let's say for argument's sake, you put in 20,000. It has made you using that figure 5,000. Do you want to invest or do you want to take the whole lot? He usually choose to take 1,000 or 2,000 for his own personal use, and the remaining 3,000 we put it back. We add it to the initial 20,000, and when it comes to project C now, he will have invested 25K. So they have also kind of come to own the business that way. As a farmer, we have tried to, we formed a cooperative. We wanted to see how we can work together, we strategize so that we control our market. But it's very unfortunate that we realize poultry farmers are individualistic. They only come together in case of problems, but when they are okay, they wouldn't even attend meetings and all that. So with the time, as a person, I've learned to operate sort of like anybody else, so that if, let's say, we have broilers and the market is flooded, I'll put a freezer, it's right here in our shop, so that whichever broiler that is of age, you don't have to continue feeding it, we slaughter and put them in the freezer. Because we would have wanted, where we work together, we go to the county government, the same way they have helped dairy farmers, they could build a cold room for us, but again, we are the major problem as farmers. You can't build a cold room for one person. So I bought my own freezer. That's how I manage the broilers. But we usually don't want that. If you can get quality feeds at low prices, then you are able to a big measure, cut on the cost. So with the time I found a company that was willing to work with me. In fact, they came looking for me, a company called Beta Kilimo. It's based at the KFA depot, just opposite the KFA head office. Beta Kilimo, the proprietor is a lady friend of mine, Nancy Nyaga. And she has been a big help to us as a farm, because we'll get feeds on credit, we'll get the chicks on credit. She can get them from Kenchi, at the time from other companies, although personally I prefer Kenchi, because they are pre-vaccinated. The layers now are already debicked. But she has been a good friend, because she will sell to me at a price that we agree on, which is okay to me, it's okay to her.